Said a lady looked at me and took a liking to me and put me under her wing, and she taught me. And she said, God bless me. She said, I concluded the 4 years of college, but she said, God turned around and gave me a scholarship for my master's all the way through, all my needs met. He has set before me an open door. And she said, the impossible has happened. Listen, the impossible happens by God's grace. But so many of us are looking for God's grace when we ought to be looking for our resistance. The grace of God comes when you can't. The grace of God comes when you don't know how. The grace of God comes when you are lacking. But you yourself have to resist the devil when you can. You have to draw nigh to God when you can. You have to challenge the adversaries that you can. And the ones that you can't, God will be there. And he says, I, the Lord, rebuke you, Satan. Is not this a brand to pluck from the burning? Is this not a child of mine? And I take the garments from them and put upon them pure garments. I am the Lord, and I take over now. Listen, you start toward the door. You go as far as you can. You challenge as many adversaries as you can. And the ones that you can't, you look and see that your friend Jesus is there, and he gives you the victory when you want the victory. He gives you the deliverance when you want the deliverance. He gives you the healing when you want the healing. He gives you the life when you want the life. But the door is open. Don't lose sight of that open door. You know what happens to most of us Christians? In the middle of seeing the open door, we fall back down into reality. And we realize there's a lot of adversaries. There's a lot of opposition. There's a lot of things that say you're not going through. There's a lot of hindrances that says that you're not going to make it. And the adversaries aren't running after us to destroy us. The adversaries park themselves before the door of progress, before the door of the kingdom. And they say, as long as you'll stay here depressed, we won't bother you. As long as you stay here confused, we won't bother you. As long as you stay here captive, we won't bother you. As long as you stay here a slave, we won't bother you. As long as you don't cause any trouble, we won't bother you. But if you get up and you start going forward, we're going to do you in. Listen, you don't have to listen to that spirit of fear. You can say, listen, the door is there, it's open, and if we've got to tangle, we're going to tangle, but this right foot is going to go in front of this left, and this left foot is going to come in front of the right, and I am going on, and you're going to have to try to stop me because I'm going on in. You can pull your gun if you want, and you can shoot if you will, but I'm going through, and my God will defect even the bullets that come from your power, Satan. This God began something in victory, and he's not going to end it in defeat. I'm going on through into victory. I'm going on into the miracle that God has for my life. I'm going